G'day viewers, welcome back to the channel. It's Mel here with my co-host Poindexter, and occasionally Kaz will pop in to say, hi Kaz.
Hi, Kaz.
Just on the sticker front, I'm getting down on the amount of stickers I got left. So just remember I do have an email address, so if you're interested in doing the sticker exchange, let us know and I'll send some out. I'll probably have to get some more made at some stage. All right, I've jumped into my DeLorean and gone back to the future. And guess what? Yes, these guys have turned up. So no dramas on that department anymore. Before I get into the topics, more into the topics for today, let's go check out, I should get Poindexter. Poindexter will get upset. Let's go check out my sticker exchange, how it's been for the last few weeks. Before I get into the sticker exchange, just want to let everybody know that I have still been producing YouTube shorts, even if I haven't been doing any what we would call normal videos or long form videos. So don't forget, if you haven't checked out some of my shorts I've done lately, go check it out. So let's get into the exchange. So, what order shall I do? I'll try to go backwards. So last week, Eric, aka Slot Car Wildman, thanks mate. We've got his stickers. Which one's there? And there's another one up there. I'll stick to the international people. Then a couple of weeks before him, I got Joe's stickers, or Joe and Jen's stickers. The Ripple sticker, and obviously Erica's Carrera. He sent me 4, so thanks for that, mate. And then the week before that, or I think it was the Tuesday before that, I got Greg's from Clearwater 124. He sent me 2 of these suckers, so thanks for that, Greg. Really appreciate it. That's the international update. And then last week, I got Scott from Sandoff's Garage. By the way, if no one can remember, this is all the Aussie. I mean, it's pretty obvious. Then I think it was a week before that, who knows, I got Shane, aka Hubcap from Slot Car Hub, Shane from Hughes Garage, and of course the famous Aussie Slot Car Show live sticker from Dick. I'm talking about that Dick from DG Raceway. So I got his. I think there's another one on the way at the moment. I was trying to hold off, but that is it for the sticker exchange. If you don't see a sticker, your sticker I should say, it means it hasn't either rocked up or you've forgotten to send it to me, which I know there's 3 that are probably kicking over 3 months. So if you're watching it and you don't see a sticker, maybe you haven't sent it. Anyway, let's get on to the main topic for today. Okay, so what we are looking at is an NSR BMW Z4. Now this car is owned by Steve from Highway Slot Cars. Check his channel out. He actually has asked me to install some lights in his car. He actually wants me to show him how it's done. So then maybe he might, as he was telling me, probably looking at 100 cars, he'd like to put some LEDs in, which is pretty cool. So I thought, why not kill 2 birds with 1 stone, as they say, and not only show Steve, but show you, the viewers, how I might spit it out, make my cars fully lit. So let's get into it. Chassis of Steve's Z4. Now, some people who own Solidits will recognize these terminals. It's the female terminal of a Solidit. There's the male. What I've done is I've soldered them on positive and negative. You can see I've done a black strip on here to tell you that that's the negative. I've just used a bit of double-sided tape to stick the actual terminal on the side here because I want it so if Steve needs to take the body off and say add weight, whatever he wants to do with the chassis, you can do that and unclip the lights and therefore put the body to a side. So that's all ready to go. You just got to slot the male version in. And Steve, look away. I've glued in the tail lights. Now what I've used is the nano size red LEDs. There's one here, one there. By the way, these are just Temu. I think it's like $4. It was less than 10. I think it's like $5 for 10 of these clamps. It's a bargain. So I've just got them holding in. Again, I'm just doing my ultra clear to glue the lights in. This is actually temporary until I do the front lights, which I'm going to have a chat to Steve because I did a bit of research on the Z4 and the halogen globes they use were very bright white. At the moment I only got warm white ones like there you go, like those ones. Personally, I think because this car is a black car, I reckon it would look better if it was with the modern cool white lights. Oh yeah, by the way, Steve, this was kept popping off, so I've just glued your wing back on, mate. Could have been me, who knows. Anyway, and so this is the male I was talking about. What I'll quickly do, and this is where I definitely want Steve, no sneaky peekies, mate. I'll just quickly plug in a battery for you just to show you what they look like. Okay, so I've just got this little rig set up so I can quickly just plug them in. I will be using, where are we? This guy to paint over the backside to stop the light bleed. Actually, I'll quickly turn the lights up to show you how good or bad they are. See what I mean by the light bleed? You shouldn't be getting that on the inside. There they are. And yeah, look at that light bleed there. That's pretty bad, isn't it? So I've got to paint over them. So again, don't look at this, Steve, until you see it later. And these are what we call 12 volt DC only LEDs, if I didn't say it just before. But yeah, we're getting there. Okay, I've done one coat on the back of the lights. Plus I've also used this fella just to paint the cables. Hopefully, you know, if you do see, because the tyres are low profile. So there's a decent gap in the wheel well, so I don't want to be able to see the green and red cabling. Obviously it's going to need a couple more coats for the silver, but let's just have a look with the lights off. Yeah, it's getting there. A couple more of that, and that should get rid of the light bleed on the back side. As you can see, majority of the lights now coming from the other side, which is good to see. Give it another couple more coats then, eh? Okay, this is after 2 coats of the silver. So, looks pretty good. I'll just do some touch-ups where it's bleeding through just a bee stick. I think that should do for the rears, and then I'll have to look at not only, like I was talking about, going to the cool white, but I need to look at how to put the lights in, to be honest, because then don't make it easy, NSR. All right, the rear light's 100% complete. I have had to do a slight change. I've had to move this terminal block off the motor to here because it ends up being squished up against this and there's not enough clearance. As I say, not enough clearance. I want to make it easy for Steve to get the body off the chassis if he ever has to tweak it or whatever. I've just put a piece of duct tape here for the moment until I talk to him about these front lights. I want to have a chat exactly what my thoughts are on them. Talk about my thoughts. NSR, I know people rave on about them in great race cars because what they are technically a hobby car, not just a toy car for all age groups. But be honest, comparing it to a toy company like Carrera, they're chalk and cheese, sorry. They don't make it easy whatsoever to put headlights in. Now, you're going to say, oh, Mal, you've only had one car. Well, I've got another car sitting here to do the same thing, and I got the same problems. Yeah, the tail lights aren't too bad to get in. Still not impressed with the way they set them up. but the headlights are going to be a bit of a tough cookie. So me personally, NSR, you need to lift your game on the headlight scenarios on all your models, because as we all know, race cars, real race cars have lights. Okay, got Steve's car back together. Wouldn't mind taking it for a spin, but I need an analog track for that, because if I put this car on my track, one, it wouldn't work, or the lights wouldn't work anyway, but I actually blow up the lights because it's got 13 volts, not 12 volts like these LEDs. So I think I need to go to somebody's track who has experience of blowing LEDs up. Let's check it out. So I'm here at UC Slot. Hey, what is this track called, Dave?
Not finished raceway.
Not finished raceway. Say g'day, Dave.
G'day, Dave. G'day, Dave.
Yeah, and say g'day, Steve.
G'day, Steve.
Steve, grab the controller and tell me what you think of these tail lights.
Oh, no. Oh, my God. Some nice lights. Oh, that looks amazing.
So what do you reckon of them?
Oh, definitely.
Pretty sexy?
Yeah.
So after discussions with Steve, we both agreed that we're going to go for the cool light, which is the modern headlights, which this car actually supposedly came with. You might notice that the headlight cluster has been removed. That's this fella here. We've decided, or I should say, I've decided that what I'm going to use is what they call a 3mm LED. The ones I use for the rear, they're what they call a nano or chip size LED. Hopefully the camera's going to play. Nah, it's going to be a little. Poindexter's on holiday for the moment. So what I've done is done a 2mm hole here, and then I've done a 3mm from the rear, because 2mm's perfect for the actual size, because it's a decent size driving light hole. That is for the high beam, you know, the one that stuns the koalas. That is NFG for putting a light in. So, because Steve did originally talk about having 4, but he's come up with an idea for the grill. Oops. For the grill. So we're going to do that instead. But this is the frustrating part. Sorry, viewers, but I do not have them in stock, unfortunately, those particular LEDs, the 12-volt version. I do have a couple of samples of the 19-volt. So I'd like to show you what I was talking about with the warm white and cool white. So when I talk about warm white headlights, cool white headlights, that's cool white. So that's your modern cars driving around on the roads nowadays with the LED, all those fancy lights, which I personally think some of them are too bright. That's your cool white. Then when we start talking about old school cars, they have the older style halogen globes, or even the old globes in the old, you know, like XW Falcons, HT Monaros. So this is the warm white. And this is actually what I was talking about, a 3mm LED. So roughly, you know, that would go in behind there to light it up. But unfortunately, I don't have any. Luckily, I was going to order some more anyway. Plus, when I was at Dave's place, Jeff, which is David's old man, who's a big fan of, for some reason, of my channel, for some reason he calls it Free Fingers. So he wanted some LEDs, so I've ordered some LEDs for him, and I've given him the 3-finger discount. Yes, new character on the channel. I know it looks a bit sus, but let's just say this is Poindexter's cousin. Thanks to Dave from Digger's Slot Carnage. Check out his channel. He 3D printed this for me, so it's a bit of an inside joke, but yeah, he'll make an appearance. I'll give you an update later on about that car once the LEDs come. But I'll probably, no, it's not going to work out time-wise, but the next video, I'm going to show you guys a completed NSR. This is the one that Kaz did an unwrapping for. this will be my next video. I've changed my mind. I'm not going to have the purple nurple. And the purple nurple I was talking about was this car, an update on that. That's complete, but I want to show you a completed NSR. So that's pretty much it for this video. So it's goodbye from me, and obviously Kaz, say goodbye, Kaz.
Goodbye, Kaz.
See you next time.